Okay, so today we're working on an iPad 7th gen, I believe is what it is. And it is not charging. So as you can see here, we plug it in and we're getting almost no current draw. Now we're getting very low current draw and the device is attempting to boot up. We should be getting something closer to the 2 plus amps of current draw. So at this point, I was suspecting either the charge port or the tristar IC are the two most common things to go wrong with charging on the iPads. But then after I took the device apart, I realized that there was no screw in the screw hole on the battery connector. So after putting a screw in there and trying again, I just wanted to see if this is our issue. After testing it again with the screw, it still seems to be acting the same way or similarly. So at this point, I'm going to have to pull the board out and see what we can figure out on the board. Okay, so once we get the board out, and then you can see I trimmed away the little support for the shield that goes over top of this area. You don't have to cut away the shield, but I prefer to do it that way. We're going to go ahead and remove the tristar chip. After doing this so many times, I've basically came to the conclusion that this is the problem. There are testers for TriStar that you can just plug in and will tell you if it's bad or good. But after doing this for so long, I really don't need to use that device. It can be handy on iPads because trying a new charge port on an iPad, you have to desolder it and resolder it. So after getting the chip all lined up, go ahead and heat it up, put a new chip on there, and then we'll go ahead and test it out after that. You can see the solder balls on the left side just very slightly, and they'll disappear in a second once this all gets melted. You'll see the chip jump a little bit. There it goes. Give it a couple taps, make sure it's in place. So after we clean it up, we go ahead and plug it in again and see what kind of current draw we have. We don't even need the screen plugged in or anything, just to see what kind of current draw there is. And that's more what we're looking for there, 2.4 amps, especially if the iPad is completely dead. You should have a high current draw like that. This is going to depend on the charger you're actually plugged into, though, so keep that in mind if you're trying to troubleshoot this issue yourself. The one that I use is the Samsung fast charging block that comes with most devices, or used to at least. So after putting it back together, we test it one more time and everything is good.